Hey everybody, welcome to the Gentleman Scholars Club. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at two sport coats made from the same exact fabric, an off-white Irish linen from Spier Mackay. We'll be looking at how a double-breasted jacket differs from a single-breasted jacket when worn in a smart casual way during the summer. We'll look at the advantages and disadvantages of each, and you can make a choice in terms of which you prefer and how you might wear each of these options. Let's take a look. So when you're out and about in the summertime, whether you're in a major city like Paris, London, or New York, or anywhere else for that matter, if you see anyone at all wearing tailoring, odds are that they'll be wearing a single-breasted jacket. That's because single-breasteds are the norm. They're the most widely available, and I would reckon that 98 or 99% of people wearing tailoring, especially in a smart casual way, will be wearing something in a single-breasted style, similar to this. Even then, there are certain considerations in choosing a single-breasted jacket that make it suitable for casual-ish wear, smart casual wear, and especially in warm weather. And this jacket, which is from Spier Mackay, in an Irish linen, an off-white Irish linen, fills the bill. First of all, the material, so it's a linen, 100%, which makes it a casual fabric. By definition, the linen will get soft, it'll get rumply, it'll start folding here at the sleeves. I've worn it a couple times, it's starting to do that already, and the back will get wrinkled. You can press it for sure, but it still has that casual vibe, and you want to continue to maintain that. You want to have it give you that sort of lived-in look. You don't want to press it too much. You want to keep it kind of as casual as it can be. You can also wear the jacket open if it's a single-breasted quite easily, and that might be something you want to do in the summertime when it's hot. This is also in their Neapolitan cut, which has certain features of Italian style, specifically from Naples in southern Italy, where men dress up a little bit more and wear tailoring in this sort of casual way, and where, quite frankly, is quite hot a lot of the time. So first of all, it has soft shoulders, meaning there's no padding in it, unlike the typical British suit, which has, in a lot of cases, even extreme padding in the shoulders, and that's designed to give it a kind of power dynamic, to almost a militaristic style, and that's really something that's designed for business. So if you're wearing a casual, you want to keep it with a soft shoulder, no padding, natural shoulder here, and that goes a long way toward making it appealing for summertime wear. The color is also important. It's being light and bright. It's kind of happy and playful for the summer, and that helps as well. And then lastly, the pockets. Right? This has two patch pockets here and actually a third patch pocket on the chest. Patch pockets always more casual than either a welted pocket or a flap pocket. Welt pockets is a single strip of material delineating where the pocket is, and those are typical of formal business suiting as well as tuxedos and dinner jackets. The flap pocket, which contains a flap over the top, is kind of an in-between thing. You can find those on business suits as well. Originally designed for wear in the country, but it's become more formal. And if you do wear a flat pocket sport coat by itself, it can look sometimes like you've taken a suit and split it into two and are just wearing the top part. So the patch pocket, by far the most casual, and I would recommend that for a single-breasted jacket to be worn casually in the summer. And then lastly, this has the patch pocket on the chest as well, as opposed to a single welted pocket here, which is the most typical. And I would go so far as to say that with a third patch pocket on the chest, you can't really wear this with a tie. Some people do, and maybe they can pull that off. For me, it doesn't really work, and I wouldn't do that. So that again suggests this is something I'm wearing in a relaxed sort of way. You pop a pocket square in here, something that's a bit colorful to pop it, and you're really set for the summer. Double-breasteds, on the other hand, are a little bit different sort of beast, a different sort of animal altogether. Let's take a look at that and see what some considerations are in wearing that as a casual summer garment. So this is a double-breasted version of the same exact fabric you saw there. This also comes from Spier Mackay in their summer 2021 collection. Again, 100% Irish linen made in off-white color. With a double-breasted, you're doing something totally different, kind of radical, because you're in that 1% or 2% of people who wear double-breasteds at all in public. And as such, you will get more notice or get more attention, and frankly, you'll look a little bit more out of place. So you want to be able to carry that off. You also want to be unafraid of being looked at, and you probably also want to wear it in certain circumstances. While you can wear the single-breasted in a more casual setting, double-breasted raises things up just a little bit more, even despite the material, despite the color and other aspects, It makes it a little bit more formal. So choose a setting well. If you're going out to dinner, perhaps a double-breasted would work well. If you're going to a concert, even an outdoor concert in the summer, double-breasted might be an excellent choice. If you're kind of walking around on the weekend, you're going to a garden or you're going to a garden center, which is something I personally like to do, perhaps you don't want to do this because you're even more overdressed. If the single-breasted is overdressed in this casual age, the double-breasted will raise you up even more into that atmosphere of being overdressed. Right, so be careful with it, but if you can pull it off, then definitely give it a shot. Why is this more why is this more formal? First of all, it has lapels, which means it has little points at the end, whereas most single-breasteds are notch lapelled. The peak lapel automatically gives it more formality. It's a characteristic of the power suit as well, but here it's rendered as part of the sport coat. This also has soft shoulders and kind of that soft construction. And again, it's in linen. It's also in that bright color, so you think it would have many of the features of the single-breasted coat, but because of the peak lapels, it's raised up a little bit more. And of course, double-breasteds alone have that sort of reputation of being fancier, because they, again, are associated with the power suit and associated with formality, like yacht clubs and things like that. If you think about the navy double-breasted blazer with gold buttons, you're in that sort of area once you pop one on. Double-breasted is a little bit trickier in the summer because it also has more fabric to it, and you do really have to wear it closed. Some guys can sort of wear it open and pull it off like this. I find it makes you look heavy in the midsection and down here because there is a lot more material than in a single-breasted, which is cut away here. This has two flaps, right? And so if you wear it open, to me it doesn't look great. So then you would want to wear it closed all the time, except when you're sitting. And when you do that, you're adding an additional layer of material, of fabric here, and so that can potentially make you hotter. So if the temperatures are quite high, if you wear a jacket at all, I would go with the single-breasted. If it's kind of moderate temperatures, somewhat coolish, then you can go with the double because you have to keep that flap over and keep it cool, keep yourself cool. So also think about how you want to pair your jackets, right? If you're wearing casual chinos and a relaxed sort of shirt, you can still do that with a single-breasted. You can even wear a single-breasted like the one I had in sort of a soft tailoring style with jeans, but with a double-breasted it's even harder to pull off, again, because there's a gap between the expectation of a double-breasted as being formal and then wearing jeans, which is casual. Some guys can do it, and I think you want to make sure, again, that you choose a material that is casual, like the linen. You also want to have that soft construction. You want to choose the right sort of color, and you want to have the fit not to be too large and voluminous. As I said earlier, double-breasteds already have more material, so they can make you look bigger and stockier, and that doesn't work well in a lot of cases. So this I actually had to size down on. That jacket was a 38 Contemporary. I tried this in a 38 Contemporary. There was too much skirting material down here. It looked kind of long, and also like there was a lot of volume in the skirt area of the jacket. So I actually sized down to a 38 Slim, which I don't usually do, and I think it works better. Some people talk about the skirt flare where the bottom kind of flies outward. I think it doesn't look that way here. It looks pretty solid. I do have to probably shorten the sleeves up a bit. I just got this, haven't tailored it, but I think it fits through here nicely and there's not a huge amount of material. So I would say try it on if you're going for a double-breasted and make sure there isn't too much volume here. You want to go for something that's a little bit shorter if possible. You still want to have your seat covered at the back, but you don't want to have a really long skirt on the double-breasted, and that just kind of looks like there's really an excess of fabric there. Also doesn't lend itself well to, I think, casual looks. So sizing down can help with that, in my view. Give it a shot. So what do you think of double-breasteds as opposed to single-breasteds? Would you wear a double-breasted? Can you pull it off? Which do you prefer? Let us know in the comments. Like the video and follow us at Gentlemen Scholars Club for more interesting discussions of classic menswear, comparisons, advice, and the history behind dressing well in a traditional tailored way. Thanks for viewing.